Oh. As I destroy everything in this room now, just to get in here. Okay. Why am I crooked? Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph and this is Ordinary Plant Girl. If you are new here, thank you for clicking on this video, and if you are returning, thank you so much for spending more of your time with me. Today I have some propagations that I have to go through. They've been in there for a really long time. Some of them are being used to fill other plants, and I really have to get them out of there, so that is what we're going to do today. But as well as doing that today, I have maybe some other little plant chores that, depending on how long this runs, I will get into. But I figured that we would also have a little chat about wish lists. Normally when I do a wish list video, which would be this time of year, I was working on it actually, and as I was trying to go through looking for what plants I wanted on my wish list, I realized that I don't actually have too many to put on there. So where I would normally compile a list of 10 wish list plants, this time I didn't have 10. I mean, I maybe had 5, but that's just because I'm content with my collection as it is right now, and I'm not chasing anything like I was last year or the year before. Obviously, there are things that I would love to find and add to my collection, which I'm still going to actively try and do. But for the moment, I'm not in a rush for anything. Okay, so this is my Spagnoss prop box number 1. And what I am filling in today is going to be my Tradescantia baby belly bunnies. Baby belly bunnies, yeah. So I have to take them out of there because they've been in there so long that they are starting to rot off now, and I don't want that. And probably this little Rex Begonia that you can see right here, I'm going to fill in with my mother plant too. And I don't know what this is. Oh no, it was something I was trying to save. It was something I was trying to save and I don't remember what it was. We'll figure it out sometime. Anyway, so this is the pot that I am filling. I have slowly just kind of given it a haircut, thrown it in the prop box. I did try to place them directly in the soil, but because a lot of times I can be an underwaterer, they would just die off. So I put them in the prop box, and then I take them out when they're ready and I put them in here. Now this plant usually sits up here on that shelf, so everything is spilling forward, but I still want to make it fuller. And you can see that when I got this plant, it was in a plug. Like, plugs are the bane of my plant existence. One sec, and then I'm gonna tilt the camera down so that you can see what. Oh well guys, it is what it is. I can't fix it any more than it already is at this point in time. But it is really strange to me that it is so crooked when it's level. Yeah, that's just it. Okay, so I've been sitting here long enough. So here is my Tradescantia baby belly bunnies. And first things first, I have to take these little propagations out of the moss. And they are rooted in there, boy, holy. Okay. This is why you have to check your prop boxes. It just wants to come out as one big block. Oh, there's so many roots down there. This is just an awful situation. This is just awful. Okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about wish list plants. So, because there aren't very many that I want, I'm just going to talk about the couple that I do want. Let me get this tray out of here. There we go. There. Okay, so wish list plants. So last year, when it came to my wish list, my goal was to actively get and find as many of them as I could. Which I did. If you saw my video last month, wishlist plants obtained, then you would have seen that out of the 10 plants that I was looking to find, I got 6 of them. Could have possibly been 7 or 8, because there was one on the list well, 2 on the list actually, that I did find, but I wanted something else more than I wanted those, so I never ended up getting the Atabapoense. And the other one, which for some reason it just escapes my brain right now. Now, I have actually looked on Riam's website, and they currently, as of me filming this video, they currently do still have the Atabapoense, and the price is slowly dropping. Not that the price of it was something I was worried about at the time. I was prepared to spend the money for it, but I didn't get it. So who knows, maybe that will still come around, because I do still want the Atabapoense. If only because it has the red backs, and I'm a sucker for a red back plant. So I'm gonna keep my eye out for that. But this year, as far as my wish list plants go, I do still want to find the certain plants on my wish list, but I'm not going to be as aggressive with it as I tried to be last year. And actually a couple of the plants on my list are kind of a bit more common. They're a bit more common. They should be easier to find, hopefully. Okay, let's jump into one. So, the Mandula pothos. I don't find them around here very often. I've seen them online. I never ordered them because at the time I was looking at them, I was looking for other things, and it was kind of a common yet uncommon plant, and it just wasn't on my radar. But now it's just one that I just have to add to my collection at some point, because I have been seeing Mandulas with the biggest, most beautiful leaves. And that is something that I want. I do. Whether it's climbing up a pole or trailing, I will probably have it trailing. Might do both. I kind of find that that's what I'm doing at the moment with some that can trail and climb. I've kind of got one of each doing each thing. But yeah, so the Mandula pothos is one that I would really like to get. The Alocasia zebrina reticulata, that is definitely on my list. That is a more uncommon plant for sure, but it is something where if I found one, I would buy it. I would buy it. On my wish list last year, I had a Pastazanum on the list, and I couldn't just find a regular plain old Pastazanum. So I did end up getting a Pastazanum silver instead, because it was, I could find it, and I am a sucker for silver variegation. So on my list though is still just a regular green Pastazanum. Pastazanum, how do you pronounce it? These roots are traveling so far. And the coolest thing I'll show you once I can get them out is that the roots are really, really fine, but they're a really dark purple, like the backs of these leaves. The roots are the same color. But But yeah, so the Alocasia zebrina reticulata. But I love my zebrina so much that I just have to have the reticulata in my life. But also this one's a Hoya, and I love watching videos from Hoya lovers. I mean, I love Hoyas. There are just so many, and I'm content with the ones that I have in my collection. So there's only a couple that I'm looking for that I want to add into my collection, and one of those is the Hoya Wilburgraves. I am so in love with that plant. I would love to find that. And one I had but died was the Macrophylla. I loved it, and I don't even know how I killed it. I don't think it was rooted properly when I got it, which was fine. And then I probably overwatered it and just killed it. But those are the two Hoyas that I would want this time around. Holy cow. What I might do is I think I might just speed this part up for you guys, because it's going to take me forever. Like, I don't even know where this root goes. Like, hello? We've been in here way too long. Good grief. Okay, yeah, I'm going to just work on this for a few minutes, speed it up for you, and I will come back with the rest of our little wish list chat. I don't even have it all yet, and look at how long this root is. Alrighty. Yeah, we're just breaking roots now because this is not a Tradescantia. I can't remember the name of it, but it's just the cutest little thing. Okay, so that's only one. That's only one little branch. Like, that's all it is. Why are we not focusing? Focus, focus, focus. But these are all roots. This is gonna be harder than I thought. So just a little note, guys. Sometimes don't forget you've got those faster growing ones in your prop box that you let sit there for, 2 months when they really didn't need to be in there that long. this one too, there's still moss attached to it, but they're all roots. This Rex Begonia wasn't even supposed to actually root. I just tossed it in here. The leaf died off and I had not gone in to remove what was left. And next thing I knew, this little guy popped up. One of the things I would like to do for sure this year is just fill out a lot of my plants. And actually this Rex Begonia I have filled out quite a bit. And it's been cut many times. I've propagated it, given pieces away and stuff. And this one in particular, this escargot, is super, super hardy and easy. Unlike a lot of the other ones that, you know, you look at or sneeze on them and they die. So I'm not overly worried too much about the moss that's left on some of the roots because this plant does like to be moist. Not all the time. I mean, I do let it dry out more than I really should. But leaving a bit of the moss on is not going to hurt this plant at all. At least not in my care with the way I take care of it. Could be something completely different where you are. And the moss is almost dry. I don't even remember the last time I put water in here. But okay. Another one of the reasons why I wanted to make sure I got these out of here, besides the fact that they were in here too long, is that I have other things that I want to put in here. I have other propagations that need to be done. And these were just growing way too big. So I'm gonna put you back in there. And this little guy, I'll just put back in here with you. Okay, so for now, that is that in that box. Now here comes the tricky part. Because the roots have actually grown along the stem. So since they've actually grown this way along the stem, should I plant them lengthwise or should I cut them where the roots are and plant them that way? This one, what I might do, I might just take off this, I'm just going to take off this bottom leaf. And then I'm just going to plant that one directly in. So let's see. And in the end, I know that these are just all going to pull the same way. It's hard to rotate it because it's on that shelf up there. I actually have something better. Oh, there it is. All right. A little gardening kit my daughter gave me a couple of years ago came with this, and it just makes like the perfect little hole, and it's got these little notches for how deep in you can go, or if you want to go. So this plant is bone dry, like I said. I'll water it. See, it just makes the perfect little hole. I'm gonna tuck all these little roots into. Okay, so, oh, I was talking about wish list plants. So just, yeah, real quick, because this is actually running pretty long. I don't know how long this video is going to be now that I've done this. If I was to have a #1 wish list plant that I was going to look for this year, which I am, you guys know how much I love my baby gloriosum, and I think that what I want to try and find is a philodendron gloriosum dark form. That is next. I do have 2 gloriosums right now, and baby G is doing really, really good. And my other one, it's okay. I do have a habit of my philodendrons pretty much just declining to near death before they decide to grow for me. That's just a normal thing here. So it does have no leaves left, but it is trying to push out a new leaf as we speak. So when I do an update on that, I will show you guys. Okay, so I think all the roots are covered and probably a couple of leaves too now. The old soil in here is pretty compact. It probably would have made kind of more sense for me to just repot the whole thing. But it's growing so well, even like right now in the winter, that was something I just didn't want to do. I just wanted to fill the pot as much as I could. It's a little light on the front side, but for now, there we go. It will straighten itself all out. Is that a root? It is a root. Damn it. Okay. So yes, Tradescantias have very, very fine roots, and they will travel if you let them or forget them. This one needs some water too, but this is the escargot Rex Begonia. I still do not know which variety it is, but I have had this plant for many, many years. It has died back, come back repeatedly. I've been pretty good with my Rex Begonias not going dormant, and the ones that have, I brought back. And I killed 1 or 2 after that, but we're just going to fill this one even more. I just absolutely love these leaves. Like, they are so amazing. And then when you look at the backs of them as well, it's just, I love them. Okay, so we've just got this little baby to put in there. And ooh, where are we going to put it? This needs to be watered as well. Rex Begonias do like to also be kept slightly moist. Typically I'm told that they don't like to dry out, but I really let mine dry out all the time. All the time. Okay. So let's see. The other thing about Rex Begonias is when you put them in, you want to make sure, because they, like this one will crawl. I don't know if you can see in here, but it's crawling. I don't know if I have enough light to show you. It's crawling towards the edge of the pot. So I always try to put them either closer to the center, which didn't work for this, or in a way where it's going to grow into the pot instead of outside of it. Tuck it right in here. Just like a little guy. Use my little hole punch to get it in there. The other thing about Rex begonias is, just like cane begonias, they are very vocal when they are thirsty. As you can see, this one is not thirsty, but it is bone dry, and this is bone dry as well, so I'm just going to water them both. And for now, I think that is going to be it for the plants that I need to fill at the moment. Yes, this is it for the plants that I'm going to fill right now. Guys, that is it for me and the filling of these few plants that I have. It's going to be an ongoing process. I'm going to sign off for now. I hope you are all safe and well, and leave any comments below. Please like and consider subscribing. That was a totally backwards order, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.